My First Year at La Paloma by Aaron Blubaugh. After 7 years of college, several pricey state exams, and a ton of hard-earned money, I finally had a teaching credential and a few years of classroom experience under my belt. Having recently moved, I was looking for a job closer to home. The commute was a killer. After spying my dream job on the teacher forum, I applied, hoping to get the position. Fortunately, I was hired. But it was no easy job. Prepping, teaching, and grading 5 different classes every day while trying to deal with the hazing that always comes when you're new at a school had me frazzled. Some days my stomach was too knotted to allow me to eat until the day was over. I got to work early, often worked through lunch, and never quite got off work in time to pick up the kids at school. But even with a demanding schedule, an overbearing boss, and heaps of home responsibilities, I somehow managed to keep up. But one day, something happened that had me baffled beyond usual. It was smack in the middle of the day, right before lunch. I dismissed my class with the bell, answered a student's random question, and saw her out the door. The classroom was in a bit of a disarray. Papers left on desks, a few wrappers on the ground. I grumbled to myself, man, I didn't do all that college to be a custodian. I reached down and spied the weirdest thing ever. Remember, this was not my first year teaching, just my first year at La Paloma. I had 5 already under my belt, and I thought I'd seen and heard it all. But this was new. First there was just 1, then 2. As I scanned the floor, I saw a third. What the heck? 3 teeth, small, white, on the floor? Where had they come from? Why hadn't anyone said anything? Whose were they? Did a student actually leave here deficient of 3 teeth? My mind was boggled. I stared at them. They seemed a little smaller than regular teeth. Baby teeth? Had someone kept these baby teeth only to lose them in my classroom? By the end of the day, no one came forth to ask if I'd seen their teeth. But it bothered me. Where had they come from? Whose were they? Why were they in my classroom? Why had no one said anything? Another day went by, and still no hints at the origin of these teeth. I walked into our science teacher's room to deliver his roster, and then it hit me. I knew exactly where those teeth had come from. Kyle had a skeleton in his classroom, one a little smaller than average adult human size. Sure enough, a section of teeth was missing. Mystery solved. While surprising, this didn't put an end to my assumption that I'd seen and heard pretty much everything. But it was one in a series of events that continues to remind me there's always something new lurking around the corner to surprise me.